Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we have the top teams for the Nocturne Judicator Dream Realm boss, and the charms are going to be very important and also very peculiar. I'm going to begin by showing you some of the more free-to-play friendly teams, even some teams which will work with no charms on your heroes. So we have a team here from Rainies. It is going to be a No-Shakir, No-Velara team. Blue Twin on the right, Pink Twin on the left, Kruger on the Stellar Bond, Real Frestro in front of the Blue Twin, Illusion in front of Kruger, then we have Hugin in front of Smokey with the Bladering spell. Get your Bladering spell up to plus 29, or you can take it up to plus 30, but the plus 30 doesn't really matter because that just gives healing, and your team is not dying, so you don't need any of that healing, and so just plus 29 for the stats is going to be like, you know, the great point that you can stop at for these artifact upgrades. Now, the thing about Nocturne Judicator is the charm lineup you want is Blast Charms onto Shakir, and Mystic Charms onto Velara. And I thought it would be the reverse case. You know, Mystic onto Shakir generally is always the best charm set, but for whatever reason, the attack buff boosting from the Mystic Charm onto Shakir is not increasing your damage by much in this Nocturne Judicator boss. So you will just have to go for, ideally, the Blast Charms onto Shakir. However, if you're not able to get that, you can also go for a Rainbow set onto Shakir, meaning like a no complete charm set, just 3 Mythic Charms. That will be a decent upgrade for Shakir. And Velara, though, Mystic Charms are a big upgrade for Velara in this Nocturne Judicator boss. And I think the reason why Mystic Charms are so good is because that is going to increase the amount of debuff and basically defense shredding that Velara will provide to the boss, and that's going to increase the damage by your Midnight Hunter by more than, for example, just having the Velara with higher base attack to begin with. So that's why Mystic Charms are better on Velara for Nocturne Judicator. There's no question about that. And today specifically, Blast Charms seem to be better on Shakir. So 258 billion damage. Not bad for kind of a very budget-friendly team. And of course, this can work if you don't have charms on anyone. This is a fine team to run. Then we have an interesting team from Frosty. Very interesting. And again, big credit to him because he's come up with a good option that is working. Even if you have no charms on any of your heroes, it can be one of the top competitive teams. So let's say you were unable to get Shakir or Velara charms. Then you can run a team like this. Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left, Shakir on the Stellar Bond, Kruger in front of Pink Twin, Hugin in front of Velara. And if you're at a high Paragon level, then you should swap the twins. But at a lower Paragon level, you should keep it. You should keep them in the formation that we showed you. And high Paragon, I would say Paragon 2 or above, basically like a whale player. So we got 293 billion damage with this team, which is actually pretty good. But even without charms, it can still get around 280 or so billion damage for a maxed out account. Okay, next up we have a team from Genhard. Genhard's team is going to be a No-Shakir team, but it is using Velara. Try to get the Mystic Charms onto Velara like we said. For Estro, I have the Sorcery Charms, but you can go for any charm set. It doesn't have to be a complete set onto him, just for the stats mainly. Real Frestro in front of Velara, Illusion in front of nothing, Blue Twin on the right, Pink Twin on the left, Kruger in front of the Smokey with the Bladering spell. This is overall going to be a great kind of budget team. 282 billion damage. Nothing crazy because, of course, it doesn't have Shakir. However, it could be a good option for some people to run, especially, yeah, if your Shakir is not built or you don't have maybe great charms on Shakir, it could be that is a good option for you. Okay, now we have 2 different team columns which are going to be the top performers of today. Now, this one I've labeled Mystic Shakir. Someone ran this team with Mystic Charms onto Shakir and Mystic Charms onto Velara, and he managed to hit 303 billion damage, even with lower upgrades than I currently have. And so this is a team that can work like with Mystic Charms of Shakir, so I wanted to include that in case anyone went for the Mystic onto Shakir. So Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left. You have Shakir and Kruger on the Stellar Bond, Smokey in front of Shakir, Velara behind the Shakir, and this is with the Bladering spell. Now, personally, I have the Blast Charms onto Shakir because I focused those after seeing that was the top performer for Nocturne Judicator. Whoa, 310 billion damage? That is actually insane. So this might be the all-time best formation because, look, guys, 307 billion damage is the highest posted score I've seen today. And this is kind of like a different team. which I saw from someone named Eugene Dad shared it in the Yapala Discord. I don't know if it was a team that was around before this, but this is actually really crazy. 310 billion damage. Of course, so definitely Blast on Shakir are doing better because he ran it with Mythic and he got 303 billion damage. Okay, so that is a really good team. That might be the top team because now we have the most F2 team, which is a top for a lot of people. However, I don't know. Let's see. So Blue Twin on the right, Pink Twin on the left, Shakir and Smokey on the Stellar Bond, Kruger in front of Blue Twin, and Velara behind the Shakir. We have the Mythic onto Velara. We have the Blaster onto Shakir. Let's go ahead and see. Can we break that record? I don't think we're going to beat 310 billion. 310 billion is insane. Yeah, 309 billion damage with this team. So basically, both of these teams are top contenders. And in fact, I think the team we showed you right before this, which we labeled as Mythic Shakir, that might be the better team option. Okay, this one can also hit 310 billion. So it will also, I guess, come down to a bit of RNG. But overall, guys, these are the top teams that you can run for the Nocturne Judicator Dream on boss. If you get the Blast Charms onto Shakir and Mystic Charms onto Velara, you're gonna have a big lead compared to everyone else in your district and even your server. But if you have to pick one, Mystic Charms onto Velara are way more important. Mystic Charms onto Velara are way more important. Shakir can even work with like a rainbow no set, and he can even technically work with Mystic Charms. However, he is gonna be better if you get him the Blast Charms for Nocturne Judicator, and so eventually you should try to get him the Blast Charms. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today's Dream on Boss video. Hopefully this is helpful. Good luck getting a top score in the boss today. If you have any other teams that work for you or any other tips about the charms, feel free to share them in the comment section down below. But thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.